and identity. So yesterday we read for first few pages. Haridas Thakur has appeared 30 to 35 years before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he born in a Yavan family, non-Hindu family. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was talking about, is a form of Brahma, and also there is also he can be a from Prahlad Maharaj. So there may be two or three different personalities. So continuing on that, thus what would constitute a severe derangement of the mind on the material plane? A person possessing multiple personalities is normative, ecstatic, and non-conflicting on the spiritual plane. In the Who's Who of Chaitanya Leela, Sri Gaura Ganodesa Deepika by Srila Kavi Karnapura, some of the Mahaprabhu's associates are said to be composed of one, two, or even three or more personalities or identities of liberated souls serving in the eternal kingdom of Goloka Vrindavana. Vrindavana Dasa Thakura states, Haridasa Thakura appeared in the village of Budhana, and as a result, that province is filled with kirtan even today. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura comments, Haridasa Thakura is eternally a perfect associate of the Lord. He appeared in a Mohammedan family in the village of Budhana, within the district of Jessore. Due to his mercy, many persons in the districts of Jessore obtained piety and became faithful to the chanting of Krishna's holy names. Identity. In the Navadvipa Dhamma Mahatmya, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written the following. In the Dwapara Yuga, Nandanandana Sri Krishna was herding the cows through Rajadama in the company of his cowherd boy friends. When Brahma decided to test the Lord out of a desire to see his majestic form and opulences, he stole both Krishna's cows and calves, as well as his friends and hid them for a year in the caves of Sumeru mountain. But a year later, when Brahma returned to Raja, he was astonished to see that Krishna was still there with both his friends and cows. Brahma immediately understood his error and began to regret his rash action. He fell down at Krishna's feet and begged him for forgiveness. Krishna responded by mercifully revealing his divine opulence. He who appears in the Dwapara Yuga as Nandanandana Sri Krishna descends again in the Kali Yuga as Gauranga, taking on the mood and luster of Radharani in order to display the most magnanimous pastimes. Brahma was afraid that he might commit the same offense during Gauranga's incarnation, so he went to Antardvipa, the central island of Navadvipa, and began to meditate. The Lord understood his mind, so came to him in the form of Gauranga and said, during my incarnation as Gaura, you will be born in the family of Mlechas and will preach the glories of the holy name and bring auspiciousness to all living beings. There are some additional statements about Haridas Thakura that may be found in Advaita Prakasha and other literatures, which are not included in this book. This is due to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura's opinion that Advaita Prakasha is not the dependable as a source of information. He states in his introduction of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are several other new books or books that were written a little later, such as Jayananda's Chaitanya Mangala, Govindadasa's Kadacha, Vamshi Shiksha, Advaita Prakasha, and Nityananda Vamsha Vistara. Although it is said that these books are old, we have no interest in them. They are distinct in the way they are incorrect in their philosophical truths and conclusions. Their narrow minded, evil intentions are obvious and highly noticeable due to the absence of any effort of proper teachings in them. The Chaitanya Charitamrita is said to be the original book, and these Apa Granthas, bogus books, are not recognized. The above statement by Srila Saraswati Thakura may seem a trifle harsh to the reader. However, Sahajiya's group of spiritual sentimentalists, pseudo devotees, who sprang up after the disappearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his principal followers, created great obstacles in the preaching of Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakura and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura. Such so-called devotees composed many literatures about the Lord Chaitanya and his followers, which had as their primary source their fertile imaginations. Later, a group of Calcutta publishers called the Bata Talas published more than 50 of the Sahajiya spurious works during the years 1815 to 1899. These books came to be viewed by many people as the definitive works concerning Lord Chaitanya and his associates. The service performed by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura was to publish and propagate the actual authorized works written by the contemporaries of Mahaprabhu and their disciples. Anything not in conformance with such eyewitness accounts or accounts from authorized biographers was rejected. Some of the Sahajiya's works made claims for their own antiquity, even to the extent of publishing their creative fictions in the names of Srila Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis. But the erroneous conclusions and speculative assumptions of such books reveal their independable nature. In their worst, such Sahajiya authors were ganja smokers, black art tantrics, and practitioners of illicit sex in imitation of Rasalila. At the best, such sentimentalists deviated from the pure teachings of the six Goswamis of Vrindavana, concocted various spiritual practices and writings. Discharging such tainted accounts, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura strictly adhered to the conclusions of six Goswamis and their followers. Regarding Haridasa Thakura previous identity, Gaura Ganodhesa Deepika states, Richika Muni's son Brahma Mahatapa and Prahalad Maharaj combined to appear as Haridasa Thakura in the Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. In the book Chaitanya Charita, Murari Gupta explained that one morning Mahatapa gave an unwashed tulsi leaf to his father, who became so angry at him for this that he cursed him. Because of this, Mahatapa took birth in Yavana family as the great devotee Haridasa Thakura. This is from the text CGD text 93 to 95. I think we can stop here. So I think we're still continuing the identity and advent of Haridasa Thakura. He born in Yavan family. He born 30 to 35 years before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared. And as it stated in, when Mahaprabhu appeared or Lord appears in this pastimes, he come with all his associates. And as it's told, there are one or two or even more personalities or identities of liberated soul, serving an eternal kingdom, took a birth here to be part of the Mahaprabhu's pastime. So Advaita Haridas Thakura is one of them. And so far we are hearing that he's also a Richimuni's son Brahma Mahatapas, born as a Haridas Thakura in Yavana family because of his offense, or he gave unwashed tulsi to his father, and that is one reason. And also he is also a incarnation of Prahlad Maharaj. I think tomorrow we see that he is also a form of Brahma. So it says like Ruchmuni's son, who was named Brahma, became a Yavana due to his father's curse, and the great souled Brahma, who cursed by his father, and Brahma, the universal creator, met together as Rahidasa. Prahalada came and united with them as well. So these three mingled together as Srila Haridasa Mahajana. So with that, we can stop today's reading and we can go to